I'm Jen, and welcome to my studio. And this is Bento. He's helping me out today. Today we're doing a Tappy Talks, and what we're going to talk about is how to warm up for classes, performances, and long days of workshops, or just long days of tap in general. And we're going to talk about how to recover from classes, performances, and long days of tap. So today I was actually going to film for you a couple tutorials. And I woke up and I was like, no, I am not going to film a single thing. I am dead. Yesterday, Noise Complaint, one of my companies, we filmed all day. I think we filmed from 1 p.m. till about 8 p.m. An entire set of dances. And it took that long. It was just nonstop. We even did some DDR in the middle of it, which is Dance Dance Revolution. That wasn't good for the calves either. So one of the things that I realized is that yesterday we got straight into filming and we didn't properly warm up. Now some of the dancers may have warmed up, but I spent my warm-up time setting up the studio for the filming. So I kind of made the mistake of not warming up. So I want to talk to you guys. I know I'm not in tap shoes today because you could not get me to put a pair of tap shoes on today. I love them, trust me, but my toes are like, please no, not today. So we're going to talk about different ways to warm up to make sure that you aren't as dead as I feel today. The first thing is actually warm up. Make sure that before you start any kind of class or performance, especially a performance, that you do a full range tap warm up. And this means working out all of the different areas and muscles. You want to stretch your feet out. You want to stretch your ankles out. You want to make sure that you do really good calf stretches. You want to make sure that you have not just the flexibility in your feet and your ankles and your legs and your knees and everything, but you also want to make sure that you have conditioned yourself for the amount of hours you're about to put on those muscles. You're about to put them through a lot. Tap dancing takes a lot of work. And whether it's for 1 hour or yesterday's 7 hours in a row, you put a lot of strain on your muscles. So you want to make sure that they are prepared for that strain, or they're just going to get destroyed by that. So warming up is key. It's why I have specific warm-ups that I make for all of my classes, and I use them at workshops. We use them before a performance. You'll catch us backstage. I got my phone like this, and we're like, all right, I don't care that all the other people are walking by. We're going to warm up. This is good. And it's funny when we do that at like ballet productions, because we're the only tappers there, and all the ballerinas are like stretching and their legs are up here, and we're all over here like singing along and just jamming out, and it's our warm-up. That's because tap dancers are super cool. So making sure that you have a warm-up. If you don't have your own like choreographed warm-up, I've got some that you can use. That's why I put them on YouTube so that other people can use them. But also you could just look up others or make up your own on the spot. Just put a song on and start moving your feet. Make sure that you feel ready to tap before you have to tap. Another thing, nourishment. Before you go to class, before you have a show, and before you have a long day of workshops, you gotta have fuel. Our bodies are like a car. It's not gonna go anywhere unless you put fuel in it. What kind of fuel is different for each person. So I can't tell you exactly what to eat before a show. That's not okay. Like I'm certified for nutritional counseling, but I am not certified to tell you exactly what to eat before a show. Like that's not okay. But I can tell you that whatever fuels your body, you need to put it in it before you do all these things. Because again, you can't drive from Florida to New York on an empty gas tank. I can't even drive to work on an empty gas tank. So you just really need, I'm distracted by Bento, I don't know what he's doing. You just really need to make sure that you put gas in your engine before you do these things. Some people are like, oh, I just don't like to eat. I don't like to eat before I dance. That's fine. They make other things. There's Gatorade chews that give you a burst of energy or a little bit of electrolyte. Just a Gatorade in general, or a Powerade if you're not a Gatorade fan, or if you're a Seminole, you don't want to use Gatorade. You know how this goes. So You just want to make sure that you are putting something that will give you fuel in your body. I made that mistake yesterday. You guys are learning from all of my mistakes. Throughout the entire filming process, I ate before, but I didn't eat or drink during the 7 hours until the very end. And what I didn't anticipate is how much my body needed it, to the point where I would lose all sense of common sense. All common sense. And I drank the Gatorade in literally 1 gallon, or 1 gulp. It wasn't a gallon, I swear. It was a 20 ounce. I drank it in 1 gulp. And what food did I go for? I went for the easiest thing to grab, which ended up being a vegan cupcake. Guys, that wasn't smart. I ended up on the weirdest sugar rush ever. And when I got home, I ate everything in sight, because sugar, it fuels you for a minute and then you just crash. And so I just ate everything in sight, and I don't feel so good today. So it's great. So just make sure that you are eating properly before, during. Eat little tiny snacks, okay? I should have brought little snacks like trail mix or something that I could just have like a bite of in between things. Should have done that. I didn't do that. So little snacks that you can, I know even if you don't like to eat while you dance, like a couple of like peanuts or almonds if you're allergic to peanuts or whatever, a couple is going to sustain you. You cannot drive without gas in your tank. All right? And water. Oh Lord, drink water. Please, please, please drink water, or something that will hydrate you if you don't like water. Don't really like water. I like Gatorade while I'm dancing. So make sure that gas in the tank, you warm up properly. The third thing, part of the warming up that we tap dancers don't tend to think about, stretch. Actually stretch. And I'm talking a full body stretch. Just like if it was a jazz class, just like it was a contemporary class. I don't say do a full ballet bar. You don't need to do a full ballet bar. But make sure that you stretch. Because we think we're only using our feet. No, we're using the whole body. Like when I dance, my arms are going everywhere. My back is so sore today because, again, I spent the whole morning setting up the studio, moving bars away and putting stuff away so that our backdrop was clean and laying floors down. I didn't think about stretching. My calves are knots, absolute knots. My back is just, it's braided at this point. I should have stretched, a full body stretch, and it will save you so much recovery. So those are my 3 biggest pieces of advice. Warm up thoroughly, fuel your body, and stretch. Now, going into the recovery side, assuming you didn't do any of that, your recovery is going to need a whole lot more. But if you did all that, your recovery should be pretty simple. So another 3 things. I like giving you guys 3 things, because any more than that, I feel like it's like giving you homework or something. But my first thing is, if you have any injuries, make sure you attend to them properly after your day of dancing. Now, I'm not saying if you had a broken leg, you shouldn't dance. That's not it. But some of us have overuse injuries or chronic injuries, and I have bursitis in my knee. That's my chronic injury. And yesterday, I got home from the video shoot and immediately took a shower and then sat down to edit with Sean the noise complaint video. I forgot to ice. My knee will not function today. Like, again, I was gonna film a whole bunch of dances today and I can't because I was dumb and I didn't ice my knee. So it's something right now. You probably can't see it swollen on camera, but it definitely looks that way. So I'll be icing all day today, which I would have anyway, just as a good recovery. So even if you didn't do the stupid that I did yesterday, you really need to attend to that injury because it's there. You danced anyway. You can dance anyway a lot of the time with these chronic overuse injuries. You just have to make sure that you are taping, you are using braces, you are icing afterwards, you're taking care of it. So please, please, please take care of whatever injuries you have on a day like that, when you have classes, whenever you have performances, and whenever you have long workshop days or any workshop days, or just a good workout, honestly. Take care of your injuries. Number 2, stretch. Post-class, post-workout, post-workout, post-video shoot, post whatever you had, performance, it doesn't matter. Stretch the whole body. because you're supposed to not just stretch at the beginning of class, you're actually supposed to stretch at the end of class as well. And that helps stop the lactic acid buildup in your muscles and helps work it out a little bit better, so that the next day you're not like a bunch of knots and braids. So stretch, stretch, stretch will help your recovery. Take a yoga class the next day. I will be doing so today, and I'm pretty sure it's going to be when my roommate has a lunch break, so that we can do it together, because he's a little sore today too, I'm sure. But yeah, make sure that you stretch it out so that the muscles are able to recover. Otherwise, they're just staying there in a knot. We didn't help. And then lastly, refuel. Recovery is so important. And again, it's kind of like, it's like a machine. It's not going to do anything unless you give it power. So it's a little bit different. The way that you eat and drink to fuel for a class or a performance is going to be different from how you recovery eat and drink. None of that verbally made any sense, but it's going to be a little bit different the day after or right after, because you need electrolytes because you lost a whole bunch with sweating and all kinds of stuff, but you also probably need a little bit of protein and also just hydration. So I would say I usually, after a long day of dance, I usually go for like a smoothie, something with a lot of water in it, but also has some good nutrients in it, and I'll have them put a protein shake in it. I love smoothies, or I'll go for like a salad. Last night I may have eaten vegan pizza rolls, but I had green beans, so it's okay. Because sometimes we get home late and things aren't ideal, and that's okay too. Don't eat too fast when you get home, and make sure that you're getting a well-rounded balance of nutrients, because you put gas in the tank before you drove. You have to put gas in the tank after you drive. After you drive, you don't just have to put gas in the tank. You got to check your oil levels. You have to clean out the car. You have to make sure, I love the car analogy. You have to make sure that this car is in working conditions that you can use it tomorrow. So refueling comes with that. You have to make sure that you are not just putting more gas in the tank. And it doesn't matter. Maybe use regular unleaded, maybe use premium. Is it called premium now? I almost said supreme. I think some gas stations call it supreme. But anyway, doesn't matter what else you do. You also should check the tires, check the oil, check the fluids. There's extra stuff you gotta do. So the recovery eating and drinking has to make sure that you are able to use your body the next day and you keep it in good working condition. You ask so much of your body, guys. We make these things do everything. We gotta give something to it in return. We gotta keep it in good working order. So anyway, those are my tips, and I know that they're very similar for the first and for before you dance and for after you dance, and it's because they are. So I hope you guys really enjoyed these. I hope that they help you. And just like everything on this channel, I hope that this helps you. Whether my videos help you learn to tap, help you rekindle your love for tap, help you just get your emotions out on the dance floor, because man, that song you were really feeling today. Whatever this channel can help you with, I really hope it does. And I hope that today's video helps you with everything I'm struggling with today, because I did the dumb yesterday. I am so messed up today because I did not do this properly, and I felt like the best thing I could do is share with you what I should have done so that you guys don't make this mistake, and so that maybe I watch this video and never make this mistake again. But anyway, thank you guys so much. If you're not already subscribed to this channel, go ahead and subscribe. Join my tap fam. We have a lot of fun on this channel. It's basically tap and movement and music, and who doesn't love all that? I've got some new projects coming, all tap or music related. I'm so excited to share them with you, so just stay tuned. And I'm really enjoying these Tappy talks. So if you guys have different topics that you want me to cover, I know I've got coming out a couple that's like how to count music. We're gonna be doing some music theory stuff, which is really cool. How to choreograph. I've got really great stuff, unless those are already out and I film these out of order, but it's fine. But yeah, check out the Tappy Talks playlist, and I've got choreography for days. I've got every level you can imagine: beginner, intermediate, advanced, everything in between. I've got, so that's choreography tutorials, I've got technique tutorials, I've got step tutorials, you name it. We've got it here at Jen's studio, which happens to be my living room. But someday, YouTube will be so successful for me, and I'll have 1 million subscribers, and I'll be able to afford my own studio. But it's help me out with that by hitting that like button. I feel weird asking for that, but like, if you hit that like button, YouTube like pushes it out more so that more tap dancers can find my videos. Because right now I am small potato. So if we hit the like button and we subscribe, more people find these videos, and then I get to tap with more people. And that's literally the point. So I'm so excited for everything going on. Thank you guys again so much for joining me for these Tappy Talks. And as always, thank you for dancing with me.